Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Randesha, or Randy for short. Today in this video we are going to be going over my setup. I don't think I mentioned this. My catch-all is Frakenplanned, so I actually have 3 planners in one. So that was like my personal monthly calendar part. Now we're moving into what kind of like my home planner portion, where I'll do my grocery planning or my meal planning, sorry, and my budget. If you want to budget with me, hit that like button, put budget down in the comments, and that'll let me know to like what kind of videos you guys are interested in. So on to the kind of like what is it, what I call it, the home planner section. So this right here I just keep because I mean it's a reminder. I love to make to keep these kind of things in here, these pocket pages. So basically with this page I'll just write things on here where if I'm driving around or whatever and I see a place that I actually want to try, I'll write down the restaurant name or whatever, and then I'll put like the address if I know it. Otherwise, I'll put like the cross streets and things like that. And then when I actually do it, I put the date next to it that I actually did it. So, and then also too, my husband will text me places or tell me about places that he would like to try. So I'll write it down here as well. And then if ever we're going on a date night and we don't really know what we want to do, or if we want to go out somewhere but we don't know where we want to go, then I'll just pull out this page and be like, oh, hey, what about that time you said this? How about we go there? And then that way, you know, we'll always have an idea for date night if we want to go out to dinner and we don't really know where to go. So that's the purpose of that page. And then this again is just movies to watch. So I don't really watch that much regular TV. I mostly watch anime and I really watch HGTV. So you're not gonna really see a TV listing or TV tracker, episode tracker, or something like that. So very rarely will I get into a TV series. It takes a lot for me to sit down and like stick with a TV series. That's not to say there aren't some series that I do want to watch, like Handmaid's Tale. I still haven't watched that, but I know it's good. I know. It's just I need to sit down and actually watch it. Anyways, I write stuff on this list that if I see the episode on like Instagram or something like that while I'm scrolling, I'll write it down. Or if we go to the movies, one of the commercials or previews, I'm interested in seeing that movie, I'll write it down on this list once we get out of the theater so I don't forget. And then right here is where I'll put the release date, or if it's an old movie, say like The Mountain Between Us, I'll put the year that it came out, because you know sometimes, well, a lot of times these movies are remakes nowadays, so I'll put the year to remind me of which version I wanted to see. So because there are some pretty old ones on this list that I listed, but it's not the old one, like the original version that I wanted to see. Like the Nutcracker, that's an old movie or old play, but I wanted to actually see the live action version. So that's how I use this spread, and I'll just check it off and write the date that I actually watched it. Then this is how I differentiate between those dates. So I'll put release date and then I'll put a little arrow and then point to the date that I actually watched it. But most times I just check it off and keep moving about my business. So this right here is a books to read list. So again, this page is not cute because it works. Well, it keeps track of what I want to read, but I haven't made the time to read. Let's put it like that. So that's mostly what you'll see on my books to read list, is just self-empowerment books. Podcasts. This was a new edition, which is why it doesn't have a little tab thing. I'm not really a podcast person. Like, I'll listen to it, but I'm more of a visual person. So even though I have like this long list of books to read, I know someone's gonna suggest like, oh, what about the audio version, audio book version? I've tried it. It doesn't really work for me, especially for self-empowerment books. I don't know, because I like to feel the pages, read it. I like to take notes. I don't know. So the audio version I usually will do on the go. So I can't really take notes and then I'm like kind of distracted. Like I try to listen to it in the car. It just didn't work. But if ever I find the magic formula for me to get into podcasts, these are a couple that I want to check out. So yeah. And then this one right here is a master to-do list. Honestly, I don't really reference this all that much. It's stuff that I want to keep on my radar, but there's really no timeline for it, which makes it kind of like, I don't know, on the forever back burner for me. So I don't know. I gotta mix this up. So this one's for me, and then I had a honey to-do list, which he mostly has gotten done. So yeah. And then this is my meal planner part. So I use a meal planner half sheet, but I don't do the Monday through Sunday. I actually write it different. And if you want to see a meal plan, just leave meal plan down in the comment. This is how I figure out what I want to make for this week. So I'll use this page. And this one is part of the Supermom accessories that came out last year. Was it last year? Yeah, 2018 girl release. So I will write down what I'm thinking to have. And again, I try to stick to just one beef. I mean, not one beef, stick to one protein or one meat. And sometimes two. So it has to be like really quick and easy typically. So I covered up the Monday, Tuesday and all that for the most part with these blank labels that I took from my broken label maker, and I just wrote with a Sharpie on there, and then this purple is the wet erase. So when I'm done, I'll just take the wet napkin and I'll just wipe off all the purple. And I mean, the Sharpie does come off, but not completely. So once it gets like super faded, I'll just write it back in. And then right here, oh crap, I just noticed that I accidentally wrote that in Sharpie. But it's okay. If you get Sharpie on here, if you use this little blank label trick, acetone will get it off. And honestly, I use hand sanitizer, so it'll get it off. So I write down what I'm thinking to have for the week, and then once I figure it out, I'll write the grocery list. And typically I'll just use this as my weekly planner or weekly meal planner, because I'll take this grocery list and then I'll go around the house into the pantry and deep freezer and all that, and I'll see what we have and I'll check it off, and anything that we need I will write it on the grocery list in my phone, so that way I don't need my planner out while I'm grocery shopping, and I could just boom boom bam in and out. And yeah, but if I'm meal planning multiple weeks, I'll brainstorm here, but I won't write the grocery list. What I'll do is I'll brainstorm, and once I figure this out, I write it on here. So as you can see, this date is just I like to meal plan for Saturday through Friday. So that's why the weekend is first. So what are we having for that upcoming weekend? And then that's what I'll write, and that's the first thing that I'll pay attention to when I get home, because I grocery shop on Thursdays right now. So when I get home, I'll set out what I'm planning to make that weekend, so that when the weekend comes, I'm ready, like this is available to make. And then I'll meal prep all of this. that weekend as well. Well, actually on Fridays. I meal prep on Fridays, and then I make this on like Saturday. So yeah. Oh, what I was saying is that once I figure this out, if I'm meal prepping for multiple weeks, I will just write, I'll write it on here, and then I'll put the grocery list on the back. And typically, if I'm doing multiple weeks, I will use 4 of these, so one for each week. Basically the gist. And then I just put down here like what I need to do in order to be ready to meal prep on Friday. So like I put I put thaw, and then I put I need to thaw 2 pounds of ground beef, some shrimp, the chicken wings that I plan to make, and then 2 pounds of ground turkey, because sometimes I like to mix my ground beef and ground turkey so that we're not eating so much beef and it's a little bit lighter and healthier. So that's what I'll do for the meal plan typically. But I guess if you want to see me do 4 weeks or like a whole month or whatever, then I can make that video for you. And again, after the meal planner is my budget. Again, if you want to see how I budget plan, just leave budget down in the comments and I'll make that for you, and I'll show you all of our real expenses and everything like that. I am using the actual Happy Planner budget planner. I found a way for it to work for me. Next, we get to the actual social media part. So again, I am using the 18-month wrong planner, and that one, because this is a Happy Notes cover, and I just wanted to keep with the season because it's summer right now when I'm recording this. So just in case you catch the video in the future, it's summer right now, which is why I want to have like a summary type of cover for my social media planner. But this is the original cover that came with it. So I was start trying to take my social media accounts serious back in like May, and I tried the student planner because I picked up I picked up this planner because I wanted this cover and I wanted these discs. They're gorgeous. But I didn't know if the student planner, like, well, I knew the student planner, or what is it, color block layout, this layout wasn't my catch-all planner type of style, but I wanted to try it because I've never tried it before. So I was like, why not just try it for my social media planner? And I'll do, like, I wanted to do Instagram on this row, YouTube on this row, and then like all that, like to-dos and all that. And then this was perfect because I wish the dashboard layout had weekends like this. This is perfect for me. But I tried to do like to-do list and stuff on the weekends, and like you'll see like here I kind of like planned it all out, where you see like post, IGTV, YouTube, like that's how I was trying to use it. But it turned out to be a little bit too much for me to keep up with, and yeah, this is just not my planning style. So I found that I didn't really need all this, so I quickly fell off. And then on the monthly calendar, I told you I use my monthly calendar. I was trying to plan out all of the pictures that I wanted to take for IGTV, and on IGTV for Instagram. And then I was trying to plan like what I wanted to do for IGTV when I wanted to post. Well, at this time in May, I didn't start my YouTube channel, but I was like trying to figure out how I could be consistent with Instagram. Still not there, but I think I'm almost there. But yeah, this color block layout did not work for me. I tried it for May and then again for June, and it just didn't work. So once the wrong planner came out, I'm like, perfect. They have it in every single layout, and that is perfect because I've tried the monthly layout before and it actually worked for me in my catch-all planner, except that I did need a spot to do my to-dos every week, which is why I'm no longer in the monthly for my catch-all. and why I'm in, once the dashboard layout came out, I was like, perfect, because that's when I was in the monthly, and I was like, if only I had the 1 week on a plan, like if I had the week on one page and then I had space to do my weeklies, this monthly planner would be perfect. But when they came out with the dashboard layout, I tell you, Happy Planner does their market research, because it seems like they're always coming out with what I need right when I need it. Because again, I was actually about to go on Etsy to find some fashion illustration stickers, because I knew that's what I wanted for my social media planner, or to go in there, because I not only have a YouTube channel, I have an Etsy shop where it's closed right now, so I won't really talk about it, but you'll see it in the future. But it's closed right now on vacation, but I want to reopen it, and I'm trying to get my P's and Q's in order before I reopen it. But basically, once I found, or once they came out with the wrong monthly, I was all over it, because it had the fashion illustration that I was looking for, and then it was the monthly layout that I was looking for. So perfect. I had to get it. I had to get the wrong collection. I got all the happy notes, and then I got this 18-month planner, and then I got all the stickers. I was obsessed. But basically, how I'm using this social media planner, I'll just quickly go through it. But if you want like a full flip through of how I use it, then I'll make that. Whatever you guys want to see, I will make a video. Just let me know down in the comments. So I just added this in here. This is the budget expansion pack, like one of the expense tracker pages that I wasn't using, and I'm using it now to track the expenses for my YouTube channel and whatever I need for my Etsy shop when I reopen it and things like that. So this is what I use this for. And then this page, I actually picked this up because I actually picked up 2 packs of the teacher checklist for my budget planner originally, just to add in there to track some stuff. But once I switched to the wrong monthly planner, I was like, I could actually use these checklists in here for keeping up with like things I need to do for my YouTube videos. So that's what I did on this side. And as you can see, I have like all these plan with me's, but we won't get into it. But one day I will be consistent with this, but it's a work in progress, with one baby step at a time. Yeah, we're working on it. Just stick with me. But anyways, yeah, this is what I was using the checklist for. So when I first set this up, I was like, man, I wish they would have this on this side. And I was trying to like stick little half sheets in here and try to like line up the lines, and I was just overcomplicating it. And then one day, actually a couple of days ago, I think, or like a week or so ago, Frakenplanned, as you guys can clearly see, I love her channel, love Heather. She's one of my planner inspirations. Love her channel. But I came across her video where she used these checklists to make a similar video checklist type thing for her YouTube channel. And in order to get this side on this side and have it all line up, all she did was take another piece of paper, and then she cut off the punch side, and then she Tombow adhesive, or just stuck it to this side of the page so that it was double-sided. So I have yet to get there, but best believe I am definitely going to be doing that, because I want to use this side for a shot list. So originally, you see this sticky note, it says IG pre-post checklist. If you can't read it, because I know my handwriting is chicken scratch, I know. But that's what I was originally. So basically the same thing I was going to do for the YouTube videos. I was just gonna make kind of like the same thing. Did I edit the photo? Did I post it? Did I schedule it? That type of thing. But I saw, I cannot pronounce her name, Erica Can't. I watched her video, one of her videos, and she quickly showed like a shot list, and hers was like more elaborate. It was like a list, but it was a quick flip, so I didn't really get a good glimpse at it. But it was a list, and then she had like something else going on, and I was like, ooh, that's a little bit elaborate for me. Like, I'm really not trying to get that deep into the shot list. I just want somewhere where I can write what I'm doing, and did I edit it? Did I schedule it? That type thing, to help me be more consistent on IG. And then Erica inspired At Home with Kita to do a shot list, and At Home with Kita actually made a shot list that resonated more with me. I forget now exactly what she did. I don't want to misquote what she did, but I'll probably link her channel, that video of hers down below, just so you guys can see what I was talking about. But that's basically what I'm going to use this side for. I'm going to use it as an IG shot list. So I have 2 IG accounts. I have one for my personal, where, yeah, like, it's personal, so it's not really planner related, but it's just my family and just more of just me, really. Um, so really just my life. And then I have my planner IG account, where it's mostly planners, and that's where I just get my planner fix and just scroll all you guys spreads. And yeah, just I pretty much like all the spreads. Like, everything that pops up on my feed, I pretty much just double tap. I'm just double tapping everything. But anyways, that's what I'm gonna do with this side, and then YouTube checklist on this side. And then right here on this monthly calendar, I'm just posting when I want the videos to go up. But as you can see, it's been crazy. So I've been having to reschedule and cancel stuff. And as you can see, this week I was supposed to have a full week of videos, but it it just hasn't happened yet. I'm figuring it out, guys. I'm figuring it out. So these pages, I'm still working on how I want to use them, but I'm not really going to be decorating much in my social media planner. I mean, of course, I'm going to be putting down some wrong stickers because they're gorgeous and they inspire me so much. But I haven't really like fully figured out how I want to use these pages, so they're a work in progress. But these pages right here, where the monthly did not work for me in my catch-all planner, is that I didn't have a space for to-do lists. Originally, for my catch-all planner, I was using these pages how they were meant to be used, which is one of one section of a checklist per day, because there's 31 spaces, even though I did white some of them out at the bottom. But there's 31 spaces in order for you to write down your daily to-dos. But that didn't work for me because, as I've said, I don't really have a lot to do each day versus what I would like to get done that isn't day specific. Like, I don't need to get it done that day, but I do need to get it done. So that's where the monthly went wrong for me, but it's perfect for my social media planner, because this page I'm using basically, or the pages I'm using basically, as a monthly to-do checklist. So I'm writing down whatever comes to mind as I'm creating my YouTube channel and figuring things out, and my IG, trying to get more consistent with that, and like build that out and find tools that'll help me be consistent and things like that. I'm just writing down whatever comes to mind. things that I need to do, but I don't necessarily need to get it done at a specific time. Like if I do need to get it done at a specific time, I'm figuring out a way to keep it on these pages so that I can, you know, these pages of are more urgent than the things that I'm writing on here. These are just the things that I want to keep on my radar, but they're not necessarily things that I have to do right away, just things I want to get to. So this page I'm using for my YouTube channel. This is for IG, and then again I have my planner account, and then I have my personal account. So these are to-dos that I want to do this month, and if I don't get to these, it's perfectly fine. I just roll over the things that I don't get to the next month, and then that's just basically how I'm thinking to do these pages. And then this is my Etsy shop, and then I'm leaving a space for just general stuff that doesn't necessarily fall into the other categories. It's just like things that, like, general business things that I want to get done, or general admin things that I want to get done. And then this page, it's just notes. So things that I don't necessarily want to stick on here, because I mean they're just notes. So I did have an idea to use this section, like one of these sections, as a weekly theme planner for my spread. So as you can see, I have like the week here, and then I'm gonna write what, like, if I have a theme that I want to do. Again, say like if I want to use one of those wacky holiday stickers as like a theme for the week, then I'll put like Friendship Day or something like that, and then that's what I'll write, and that'll be the theme for this week in my mini, and then I'll do something else for my classic. So that's how I'm thinking to kind of like keep track of this. Or what I'm going to use it for in September is I actually want to try the what is it, the color challenge. Don't let me, what is her name? It's like Magical Plans or something like that on Instagram. But she has like these color challenges, like August color challenge is like the hashtag, or it has to be August color challenge. But anyways, if you just Google it, not Google it, if you look it up on IG, I'm sure you'll pull it up because it is a popular challenge. But if I want to participate in a challenge or multiple challenge, or do a mix of my own thing and a challenge, then this will help me kind of like plan out what I want to do for those spreads in my planners for those weeks. So because it's my intention to bulk film, but I haven't made it there yet. But I know having stuff pre-planned and knowing what I want to do makes it easier, because then I'll have a plan when I go to sit down and record. So yeah, so that is my social media. And then again, I keep one full month, and then I keep the well, I guess here, just because it's so new, because I had an idea of what I wanted to do with these pages. So I have actually 2 months of my social media planner, because as you'll see, I have like the full social media planner in here. But that's just because I had an idea of what to do with these pages, so I just popped in all of the September. And it's my goal, again, to bulk film so that I'm a month ahead, not like just a week, but a month, because I'm finding that I'm just running out of time when I try to plan just a week, because I'll get that week's video up, but then I'll fall behind the following week. So it's my goal to get a month ahead at least in content to post. So that's that. We're working on it. And then right here, I'm already working on how I want my 2020 setup. So that's what this page is. Just notes on what's been working so far, and then what I want to change in my 2020 planner. And this is kind of like, again, bullet journal where you have the index of the pages. This is basically the order in which I want the pages to go for my for the calendar portion of my catch-all, because Frakenplanned is here to stay for me. I like having all of these planners in one. It really helps me. So back here is this is kind of like my brainstorm section. So basically it's just what it says, my brainstorm. I will just have note paper back here, and then I like, as you can see all these stickies. I have something coming up for that I want to, like a spread I want to do to show you guys how I deal with my sticky notes. But yeah, stay tuned for that. But again, I just keep some fill paper in the back for whenever I want to jot down notes. I'll do the line paper, and then I'll do some grid paper. That is my setup of my catch-all, my Frakenplanned catch-all. And so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss more of my videos and you want to stay tuned for all of the videos that I have coming up, just hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.